What's good? What's good?
What up, what up, what up, people? What's good? Salute, salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. We're a niche channel and reserved for the best.
There we go. What's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. Peace to the people. And this is the sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. This is my co-host, Stu Dog. We got Sada in the building and a special guest, my man King Kojo, aka Drift.
Peace.
Word. The illustrious artist. My man is an MC, comic book artist, painter, just all around artistic dude, man, and super talented, bro. We blessed to have you in the building today.
Thank you, man. I'm blessed to be here. Appreciate you.
Word. We man, cause so obviously everybody knows Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock last night on some crazy shit. We're gonna talk about that. But so last night I'm on Instagram and all these memes, and I'm like, man, these dudes is fast, like immediately with memes and little, quips and like just quickly, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them, I'm like, yo, these dudes is fast. And then I come across this. And I'm like, come on, you telling me this guy drew and painted this shit within like what? You must have started immediately.
Yeah, I was in the car smoking with my lady, and the text started coming through my phone, and I clipped the blunt and ran straight in the house. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna miss this one. So yeah, that's what. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I mean, look at this, guys. Look, I mean, this is not just a drawing. My man painted it. Look at the different colors. Man, for real, you got textures, man.
Look at the orange kapow in the background, like
real.
You know what I mean? Like
kapow.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you get smacked and the whole scenery just changed. Turn orange in the back.
Like you start seeing
that's the feeling.
And shit. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the concept. Yeah, he starts.
Well, you definitely caught the moment. You definitely caught the moment, my man.
He captured it.
100% tell you that.
It's important just on the strength of comic books. Like I apply all the comic book energy into my portrait work, so people think I'm doing some genius stuff, but I'm actually only doing comic book shit with portraits. So
right.
That's what. But you know what they write, because that's what's so genius about it.
That's what's genius.
That's love.
That's what's so genius. That's what's so genius about it, bro.
I was self-taught. I learned how to do all this stuff from comics, so it's like I apply it even subconsciously. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we got a favor to ask. We got a favor to ask while you're here, man, because you're one of our favorite MCs and all that.
I appreciate that.
Can you get the instrumental for the Top of New York by Capone and Noriega, and we need you to freestyle on that.
Nah, that'd be an honor.
And just so we can have that.
Tomorrow, so we can have that. That's no problem.
Yeah, we just need you to rock something on that, man. Just give us something, man.
That's cheesecake.
Give us something on that, man.
I got it.
You know what I mean? Because I was listening to that recently, man. I just think
that's my favorite time period of music. I would say from 90, whenever Illmatic was released to 99. That's my favorite period.
Like 92 to 99.
Yeah, 99. Yeah. We got it in, yeah.
Yep, Illmatic, 36 Chambers.
Yeah, Illmatic, Only Built for Cuban Links.
G.O.D. Part 3, all that. Yeah, Hieroglyphics.
93 to Infinity, Fear Itself by Casual. Funky Homo Sapien had an album, Don't Be Alarmed. I had that. That was my favorite period.
Yeah. I had to say mine was almost everybody in New York and all the Ice Cube put out back then. The first 3 albums he put out, America's Dope.
Cube was dope. But I wanted the guys that look like me, like they live next door, those are the ones that I fuck with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That New York shit.
Nah, I definitely. We definitely rocked with the East Coast back then. That's when Mob was popping.
No California.
Mob was popping. Yeah. Remember how P and them came and got down, man. And we heard, P was the man. We didn't know it back then like that. P was the man.
Yeah,
Prodigy. Yeah, P was the man.
Yeah,
P was young, man. He was kicking it too, man.
No, he was rocking.
People's rocking, bro.
Yeah, man. We was
But
just
you know,
talking
a
about.
group I slept on. I slept on back then, y'all. I'm gonna be, and I say this live. I heard them live one time. I didn't know who they was at the time, and then I heard the album, and it took me a while to put it together. That's who they were. Was the goddamn Roots. I never knew who the Roots was. I saw them live. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all why. See y'all not from down this way. Down this way, we go to Philly a lot. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the middle. I'm in Trenton, so I could go north or I could go south. So like when I would go south, I was with my boy one night, and he took me to a club, and the Roots was in there kicking it. It was in there. This was before they was famous in Philly. Like everybody knew who they was. I didn't know who they was. I'm out of Trenton. I'm like, damn, who these jokers, man? They got like a little band. They remind me of like a Philadelphia Stetson Sonic, but they was kicking it. That's when I first heard Black Thought. And I was like, damn, this joker is really. And then my boy gave me one of their albums. He was like, oh, this that group. I was like, damn, who these jokers? Then when I started doing so, I was like, yo. And then they just blew up when they came up with Philadelphia. That was right before Philadelphia came. I had one of their mixtapes. And Philadelphia came out. And I was like, damn, I was like, damn, like these jokers is hard.
Yeah,
but Black Thought, one of the hardest. Yeah.
Malik B.
He
super hard. Rest in peace, Malik B.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah, man, and Slum Village, Jay Dilla.
Yeah, Jay Dilla was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Don't forget Apollo Brown. Apollo Brown. Everybody sleep on Apollo Brown. Don't forget Apollo Brown.
The Dungeon Family is crazy. Outkast, Goody Mob. The South was
doing
it.
Yeah, you go down South, yeah. Because in the Midwest, you gotta have lyrics. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, they care about lyrics. They
care about lyrics in the Midwest. I'm gonna keep that a buck.
But people think like whack artists just started coming out when I was a kid. There was a lot of super whack artists.
There was a lot of super whack, We
was never exempt. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to
Vanilla Ice
feel like we come down on them. Like, nah, it was crazy whack dudes.
Whack artists,
yeah.
We just didn't embrace it. Right, we didn't give them a chance.
Yeah, because I mean, today in this day and age, there's a lot of whack stuff out there that we from the 90s hip hop generation cannot get down with. But at the same time, when I think about it back then, it was music that it was rap. It was rap back then that we thought was corny or whack or whatever.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And just like back then, today there are real MCs. There are real. I mean,
nothing new under the sun. Nothing new.
Yes, it's definitely still real hip hop being like made out here.
Ghostface said it best. Today, everybody got a voice. So even if you corny, you still get heard. But back in the day, if you was corny, ain't nobody wanted to be like, man, get out of here, you try that.
Yeah, back in the day, you just had to go through the pressure cooker, and if you survived,
that's
true. That's true.
Your demo, your portrait. Yeah, you had to get signed, find an A&R, get accepted. All that. It was a whole. Now
you had to have a buzz, man. You had to have at least a street buzz.
Make a beat.
You didn't have a street buzz. If you didn't have a street buzz, if you didn't have a street buzz, nobody mess with you. Like when we first heard
the SoundCloud, they're like, oh, okay, you got 100,000. Let's give it to him. Let's give him a deal. Like,
let's give it up for him. Yeah, nah, you trash. Like when we first heard Pete Rock. Now, like I said, I'm from Central Jersey. He came out of nowhere. We didn't know. Everybody in New York and Mount Vernon knew who he was, but we didn't know. But when we first heard him, we was like, damn, that's dope. Because we had never heard nothing like that before. We was like, damn, that's super dope. Yeah, we was like, damn.
He had layers to the samples, like different
different jazz.
Like, this is the illest shit I ever heard. He don't get the credit he deserves. I'm gonna say that. I don't think
he really don't.
Well, speaking of that, and we was just talking about it, and for those listening, our sort of new co-host Sada is Pete Rock's niece.
Crazy.
Her dad is Grab Lover, Pete Rock's brother. But,
I said that.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to send you a Hallmark card. You know what I'm saying? This one's for your lineage. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope shit, man. That's dope shit.
And she was just telling her. That's word. That's a privilege.
That's dope man. Shit.
We blessed. But she was just telling us that he got an unsung.
Mm-hmm. Unsung.
I just watched it. It came on the other day. I just watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, came on the other day. I watched it. Yeah.
That's
you watched it.
It
was good. Told me real good. Yeah. Where? Okay.
So you gotta get up. You gotta get up on. I'm gonna keep it a book. You gotta get up early on Saturday morning. Watch Unsung, bro.
Now YouTube got it. I've been watching YouTube.
Are they on YouTube?
Yeah, sometimes YouTube.
I catch it live. Okay, I catch it live. I catch it live on
we
Saturday
call it
morning
live.
when I get off work.
Okay,
Yeah, I
now
caught it
I'm
live.
definitely
Yeah, I
gonna
caught it
be
live.
in front of the television tonight for that, for sure.
Yeah, it was good. It was really, really good.
It was
I
good.
think
It
it was
was
like
good.
an hour. And just talked about how he, came to be where he is right now, and just his love for music. And my dad was interviewed a couple times, and some other people in my family. And it was really nice. It was really nice. They talked about Heavy D, because they were very close, and how his death kind of just shook everyone still to this
Is Heavy D your
day.
family too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never got to meet him, but from what I heard, he was great. So I was like,
he made
oh,
dope music. I was
yeah,
definitely love Heavy D.
I love his music.
Yeah, very
But he
happy.
was
Oh, Heavy D,
mentioned.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Heavy D,
created a
yeah.
He
genre.
made
Heavy D,
fly shit.
let me tell you something.
That New
Heavy
Jack
D made
Swing.
Yeah,
Heavy
New
D
Jack
made
Swing.
Heavy D
Woo!
made jokers get up and
Yeah.
dance. Even
Heavy
more
Yeah.
bounce to
D
the ounce.
was
That
guy.
first album, more bounce to the ounce, all that. We got our own thing. Heavy
And we
D
got
made you
own
get off the
thing.
wall. Because jokers would be in the party, they'd be on the wall like this.
Yeah.
Heavy D come on, now everybody in the joint like this.
And you see
You know
a
what I mean?
big dude
So
that can move like that. You know what I'm saying?
that can
Like, you
move like
gotta
that,
respect that.
yeah.
Gotta respect
Yeah.
that.
Heavy was doing splits and everything, man. Heavy was the
Yeah,
man.
man.
Heavy
That's
made you
that Heavy
dance.
D. That's dope.
Heavy made you
Yeah,
dance, man.
so
You couldn't
we
listen to
gotta
Heavy.
protect her because she's hip hop royalty. So you know what I'm saying? Yo,
That's
out
right.
there who see her, cover her, man. Make sure she's good. Her family contributed too much to this music, so take care of her.
That's
It's
right.
coming from me.
We taking care of we taking care of it now, man. We good.
Yeah.
No, I know y'all are.
man.
I'm
She
talking
straight
about
up crew.
the ham and niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know y'all take care of her. Word.
Yeah. Now we taking care of him, man.
Word.
So
Peace
the
to her,
uncle
baby.
is he happy? Is he happy? Is he at peace
Peace,
with
Herb
everything?
Carpenter.
Yeah, he's pretty happy. He's pretty
He done
at
a
peace.
lot. He done a lot of beautiful stuff for this for the genre, and for the culture. And I'm not just saying it because you're on here. Like I really genuine. I told you where he caught my ear.
Yeah.
1995. I don't even know if you were here around then, but
no.
She said no.
no.
Your uncle is different. So much love and respect to him.
Yeah.
Facts.
And my coward ass neighbor right there. He's a bitch. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
No, he a big comic book fan.
Oh yeah.
Big Hulk
he
fan.
Loves the
Like
Hulk.
he loved the Hulk.
He loves the Hulk.
Shout out to P Rock. That's a dope.
Yeah, we would love to talk to him,
Peter.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you can get him to come on here, man, and talk with us, man, we just chop it up with him. That'd be crazy.
Gotta see what his schedule's looking like.
Oh, you already know.
Say Pete
mad
too busy. He's too busy.
Yeah, he's busy as hell, but we can make it quick. But yeah, man. So this was crazy last night. Slap heard around the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still saying that they think it was fake and staged.
Nah.
I watched it. About 10 times before I started painting. That shit was very real.
Yeah, it was
Very
real. So real.
Just
it was just the camera angle, right? It was just the camera angle make it look like, but it was real.
No, that shit was real. When I see when I was picking photographs of what I was gonna paint, and I just the expression on Chris Rock's face, like the anguish and the embarrassment, that shit was too real. And then when Will sat down and he was screaming at him, that shit was coming from the gut. I was like, no, you can't fake that. I mean, a lot of people they say it's fake, but they probably never been in a fight before. That shit was real.
Or had somebody just walk up to him and smack the living doo-doo dog shit.
Yeah, you see? Yeah, that I'm not accustomed to. Like I never allow nobody to smack dirt off me like last night. I never let anybody smack me, you know what I mean? But that shit,
I don't think nobody would, man. I don't think nobody in the hood would, man, because you got certain people.
Peace. I come to love and peace.
Yeah, no, we all do. No, I'm saying we all do, but it's just for somebody to just walk up to you and be like just walk up to you like, yo, King Joe, man, I'm tired of you, man. You know what I mean? You ate the last Twinkie. Slap. You know what I mean? Like, stop doing that. Like, stop eating the last. Damn, I told you I wanted that joint. Slap. You know what I mean?
That's out of the question. Yeah,
like, I was like this. If he didn't yell, my fucking wife twice.
That right there gave it away.
Right,
that's
then
why I know it wasn't no
shit.
Yeah, that was the indicator.
That's how you know, because they don't cuss. Yeah, exactly. Like, okay,
I wouldn't have believed it then.
Yeah, and then he accepted the award, crying after and apologizing. So yeah,
that wasn't really for Chris Rock though. Will looked like he's at his wit's end. And he just got pushed to the fucking limit, and then That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
And lost
but
it. You know what I
y'all
mean?
gotta see. Y'all gotta remember too. Remember, Chris Rock came at Jada's neck about boycotting the Oscars and the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that
yeah.
went down
He been
in
on it for a minute.
2015.
Yeah,
Yeah, he been on her
Yeah.
butt for then to get there and do that last night. You know what I
It's
mean?
like, come
It's
it
on,
kind
my
ain't
of
just
it's
nigga.
him
like,
though.
yeah,
What
like
you
I'm still
doing?
taking shots
Yeah,
at it. Yeah, like I'm
exactly. And
still
it's
Yeah.
not
taking
just
shots
Chris
at it.
Rock. It's a lot of people. And he been dealing with, I know Will and Jada have been dealing with a lot of shit, especially after the whole entanglements,
Yeah, with
thing
August.
with August. And it's been
Yeah,
nonstop shit. And
Augustus
it's
with
like he
Augustus. Yeah.
said, on at the when he was accepting the award, like, in this industry or this life that we chose, we got to deal with people constantly like disrespecting you
Disrespect.
and talking shit. And yeah, so he been putting up with that. And like you said, man, I think that was just like the icing on the cake, man. It was just like
Yeah.
he snapped. And I know
Yeah,
he
that wasn't cool. Like I
it wasn't
don't know if I would have done it like on that platform in front of her. Like
right.
it wasn't
Nah,
like
you
he
would
was
have
like,
did
"Yo,
it.
fuck your
You would have
wife." He
did
ain't
it
say
too,
nothing like that.
man.
Exactly.
I think anybody in here would have did it, man. You
Lito's
listen,
way,
man.
man. Keep it a buck. This is the most coverage the AAs have gotten in years. I
That's
mean, that's
true.
true,
He's
man.
absolutely right.
That's
He's
true. That's
absolutely
Yo,
right.
true.
peace to the God, peace
That's
slave. What's
true.
good? And old say in your mouth will get you in trouble. Yeah. But
Yeah, you got
it's
to
like
chill
See,
out on
Yala.
people's wives, man. Like
people's
if you want
wives,
to
bro.
die, if you tired of living, or you know what I mean, you just want to leave this life, you fuck with a man wife, and that's
Right.
you definitely
Especially
get what you asked for.
when she's sick or has a disease or issue.
It's,
See,
or has you know what I'm saying an ailment or something that
right,
she's self-conscious about, and
right.
you fucking making light of it. Then yeah, you need to get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
I don't feel
Exactly.
bad for Chris Rock at all. You know, I
Nah.
think he deserved it. I wish he smacked him a little harder so he would have fell down at least. But you know, it was cool.
Yeah.
He really
Because
ain't hit him too hard. You know what I'm
nah, he
saying?
didn't. He didn't. It
Nah,
was
because
a
that right
tap, but
there.
it was like it let him know.
It was
Yeah.
definitely
I was just like,
because
listen, boy,
you
Yeah, yeah.
like I said,
chill out.
he already came at
Word.
Jada in 2015, and Jada
And
had a she had a
2017. I seen in
and
2017
27
for the
right,
two. Yep.
and she had a legitimate. I mean 2016, my bad, and she had your alligator mouth. Get you. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
you can't have an
But
alligator mouth and
she
a hummingbird ass.
nah, you
Mm-hmm.
can't.
Your mouth
And
writing
see, you
checks
got
that your ass can't cash. You know?
yeah,
That's a
but
bar
you
right
gotta
there.
remember something. You gotta remember something too. When it comes to movies and music and stuff and things of that nature on the world stage. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. America, it's like America they love soul food, but they don't want to put it on the center stage. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is with movies and music. Like America love rap, they love black movies, they love
Yeah.
African American movies, but they don't want to put them on the center stage. So like
No.
when she was boycotting, that's what basically what all African American artists in that genre trying to say. Like listen, like we doing numbers at the box office. You know, we making money. Hollywood getting their money back on the return for this movie being made.
Yeah. So
But
why
at
can't
the
we get the
same time,
same
right? Why can't we get the same respect on stage when it comes to the
respect? Yeah.
AAs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
historically, the Oscars, they wouldn't even let black people accept their awards, bro. They used to
It's not televised either.
right,
not
and,
televised,
and
right?
then
Yeah.
what was her name that she won the award and they didn't even like invite her to the thing, like she couldn't even come to the thing. Hattie McDaniels, I want, or somebody. But yeah, so
I'll find out for you.
do you? I mean, I've heard a lot of people say like, the worst part about it being that it was two black men on that
Yeah, that was
stage
a
acting a
terrible look.
fool.
That was a
Yeah.
terrible look. That
Yeah,
was
I
a
Bad
just
terrible
look.
look.
it was just kind of whack that he did it at that point in time. Like
At
you
that
could have
point.
handled that off
After.
stage or at
Yeah.
least have been verbal. Like that shit's not cool. But like
Yeah.
you
That
just
was a
walk
bad
up and be
look.
like, bloop, like, oh, and then accept an award right after.
Yeah, that shit was a bad look, man. It was a bad look. It was a bad
It
look.
really
It was a
was.
bad
It
look. And
really
then, Will,
was.
you've been in the game 30
Too
years.
Yeah,
long.
like
Your
you've
skin
been,
30,
got to be a
30
little
plus.
thicker than that, man. I know you
Yeah.
at your. I know it gets overwhelming at times. Like I would have no idea at his stature how it
Right.
is, but I'm sure, like on my miniature level, I want to harm people, so I can imagine it was coming from everywhere at the same time. It's overwhelming. So
I just
yeah,
feel
Yeah,
like
but
that
and,
was like
and in
misplaced.
every language in the world, from every country, like
yeah,
this
for every
man,
country,
he's
every
global.
dialect you're getting tore up, you know.
Right. You know what I mean? He getting tore up in
And then God forbid he do one of them shitty movies like Wild Wild West or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's gonna hear it from everybody. So after a while, it's like, come on, man, give me a break.
Yeah, exactly. I think it built up and it was just too much. He snapped, man. But and my son made a good point though, because I said the same thing about it being a bad look, and he made a point, and I don't want to misquote him because the way he said it was so perfect. But he's something to the effect of if it was a white actor or whatever, like it should be okay, like because any other, if it was white people, it would have been okay, like so why can't a black dude do the same thing a white dude could do? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this.
Where go ahead.
Say, and not to cut you off, please forgive me. No. Not to cut you off. Had it been like a white actor that done that, I'd have been up painting the same way. You know what I mean? Because still, what made it funny was the platform where they did it. I didn't really think about it till this morning. Like, oh, damn, it was two black guys. All I thought was like, damn, he smacked the shit out of him on ABC. That's what I was thinking. So if Ben Affleck smacked another Matthew McConaughey or whatever, I'd have drawn both of them. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think about that shit till after the fact, or somebody like, well, then I think about it. But
that's basically his point, right? Is that it's so people, taking it there. It's like,
Yeah, I don't think you really need to take it there. Like, white people are not the barometer for I guess a moral compass or what to do or not to do. Like,
exactly.
The stage is a little different for people who look like me, and we have to understand that when doing things. Like, you just have to. It sucks, but that's what it is. So it's like,
he could have approached that a little better. Like, this is nothing new to him. So
like it's just God, he tainted his own win. And that's his first Oscar too. So
the smack was real, but the situation and joke was staged. She does not have a disease. It's not life threatening.
Yeah, I think she has alopecia.
Alopecia is not life threatening.
Yeah.
No, it's not a disease.
Before a woman, women take their hair very seriously, man. Like, man, we don't give a damn, man. We go, but we shave it up. We don't even give a damn.
I wish I had hair right now.
I mean, when men start going bald, trust me, you start to you care.
Nah, man, you look more intelligent the way you are, man. You look more intelligent.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you sincerely.
Man. Oh, man,
but I know as having I grew up with nothing but women. They definitely take pride in their appearance and they had the ability to switch up hairstyles and just do anything with it. So it's like anything can make you self-conscious, especially on that huge platform. You don't need to be torn down every fucking turn, and that's what people do. You know what I mean? Like, they've been tearing them down all day long. I've been seeing them tearing shit down,
and that's all they do to African American women, man. African American women are tore down on the main stage all the time, man. Like,
they always tore down.
When you think about it, anything they do that's uplifting or whatever the case, man, it's never put in the spotlight. Anything negative about them, they throw it out there. They make jokes, they do whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's wrong. Chris Rock should know better
for what he did.
Yeah, I think the joke was definitely in poor taste. It's just the response was not needed. Like, that physical response
was definitely extreme for the platform. Now, if they was just on the corner or just anywhere really and not on TV or whatever, then that would have been a totally.
You know what it was to me? If you look to the left and then you see your wife's face, she's clearly in discomfort or whatever the statement was hurt her.
Because he laughed at first, but then
laughed and he looked at her and that shit hurt her. And you could tell your significant other is hurt. It's like, I'd have lost it too. So he probably, he was incensed. And I ain't even mad at him. You got to protect your woman at all costs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I put my life on the line for mine. So, I ain't really mad at him. He could have addressed it in a different manner. He could have checked him when he went and won his award. He could have, anyway. But, that was like, now they're trying to strip him.
I know. Oh,
yeah. But when I seen him coming up to the stage, I thought he was gonna like take the mic and say some shit.
Yeah, like
me too. Me too.
You know what I mean?
I thought he was gonna do old dirty
because he leaned in.
Right, I thought he was gonna do old dirty. Yeah, I thought he was gonna do old dirty.
Kanye shit. You know what I mean? Take the mic and say something.
Right.
But he just came up there to smack taste out his face. That's all he wanted to do. And go back and sit down.
Yeah. He went back and sit down and said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And he says,
that's all he did.
And I'm like, yo, you young.
Okay, I will.
He's like, I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
You better.
Oh my God.
Word up. Yeah, man. He should have seen him after the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there was other ways to handle it. But you know, with her having alopecia, and she said it, and like you said, Stu, on her round table show that she's talked about it. It's like known. It's, you know, she's mentioned it, that it's uncomfortable, that it's an issue that she deals with, that hurts her. So it's different than Chris Rock just making a joke about a hairstyle choice, because it's not a hairstyle choice. You see what I'm saying? It's not a life-threatening illness. It's not cancer, but at the same time, it's uncomfortable. It's not a choice.
And he knew it too, because he knows Will for 30 years. The whole time Will been in the mix, they've known each other. So clearly, you know, this is an issue for my wife, and you still took it upon yourself to poke fun. Exactly. You deserve to get smacked the shit out.
Yeah.
Straight up.
For real. Yeah.
I'm gonna paint his face next with the embarrassed face. I'm gonna paint him tonight. Chris Rock.
Yeah, I wanted to get you painted another, the one you painted of just Will with the speech bubble. Was that a new painting, or that's the old one that you repurposed?
No, that was when he sat down.
Okay.
After the smacking. Wow. Yeah. So what I did was I screen recorded the most clear video from Instagram, and then I paused it.
Oh, hang on, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah. I want to just Will deserves to get. Hold on, George Floyd deserved it. Okay, hold on. I gotta kick somebody off the. We gotta block this punk ass motherfucker.
There's some weird motherfuckers. Man.
It is, bro. Some real weirdos. What is you doing coming on my shit?
You could never say that no goofy shit to nobody's face when I grew up. Like, everybody was getting punched in the face. Like, you come outside, you get punched in the face.
Internet tough guys.
Came outside. Yeah, you get punched in the face just for living.
Yeah, like, nigga, you stood in the doorway too long. You know what I mean? It's like you keep punching. So it's like these new weird computer people is weird to me. You know what I'm saying?
It is. They weirdos. Because you know they the same. But see, the reason. Yeah.
Shout out to Lito. Yeah, that's me. I had to change it because of Sony. Sony made me change the name. But yeah, much love and respect to you, Lito's way.
Word. So Drift, that they made you change that?
Yeah.
How come? What did they got? Why
they gave me a single deal, and they tried to trademark the name Drift, but they looked it up and it was like 20 people who had a trademark. So I've been using the name since 91, but I was a boy, so I never knew to trademark it. So now when I got an opportunity, I wasn't allowed to use the name, so I just had to use my birth name, and I added the King in the front of it.
Word.
Yeah, but I figure I never made it as Drift anyway, so it's like it's probably time for me.
Yeah.
This might be the way you made. This might be like, you know, sometimes things happen for reasons we can't understand. You know what I mean? You might have you going by this might be what you're supposed to go by, man. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree at all. And I agree with you, Tommy. Yeah. Sometimes you need a fresh coat of paint, you know?
That's all. Reinvention.
Yep.
For those who just popped in, this was the painting that we referred to that King Kojo painted last night. Like within an hour, I say, after the Oscar, my man went straight in and started drawing and painting, and it just blew me away, man. That he had this beautiful piece with all the detail and everything just whipped up so quick, and I really love like that the sunburst in the background, like the way you blended the colors and all that. Because I saw your original post with just the pencil drawing.
The pencil, yeah.
And you didn't have that up there first.
I put the pencil up first.
Right.
And then I just, because I got like 30 messages like, oh, we just waiting on you. So I was like, oh, yeah, y'all waiting. So I just put that up to show them like I'm on it, you know. And then about 40 minutes later, I was ready to go.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. It's amazing. I mean, it really is. Like, I draw, but I never figured out painting because it's different than drawing. It's not like just drawing with the paintbrush.
It's the same, essentially.
Well, but what I mean by that is like say you, for instance, you watch Bob with the Happy
Bob
Trees,
Ross.
Rob Ross,
I
the
definitely
King,
watch Bob Ross.
right? And you see how he puts it together. You don't. It's not like he's drawing the tree. He's doing these strokes
These strokes. Yeah.
and then it comes out when
Oh,
he's done
Bob
this
Rush.
tree with a
Yeah.
mountain and shit. You know what I mean? But it's not like how I draw a mountain or a tree.
No, I
It's
see what
done
you're
with
saying.
certain pats and different.
See, it's all the same to me. You know what I mean? After watching Bob Ross, because I wouldn't even go outside until Bob Ross went off. But one thing I do know is it's like it's just layers and it's a step by step. So the same with the art. One layer is the pencil. The second layer is the first value of colors. Next layer is the darker value of colors. And then the last layer is the highlights. So to me, it's the same process.
But you see how you just said you layer the light colors, then you layer the dark colors, then you got the highlights.
Yes.
That's where it differs to me. That's where it separates from drawing, because when I draw, it's like that's the pencil and I'm drawing it.
Yeah.
You know, I might ink it afterwards, but with the painting, you got to do it in like in stages, in layers.
Yeah.
Right. And so
drawing can be the same, because some drawings have a lot of layers.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Right. So
There's
like if you do the
drawings
background first.
Nah, she right. Because that's how I
and then
draw.
the
I
main
draw in
subject.
layers. Like
Yeah.
I draw in layers like that. Like when I draw something, I'll draw like it was like I used to watch some of my friends like drawings, like art is like fingerprints. Everybody is different. You know what I mean? So there's you're never gonna really find any two drawings or paintings the same. So like for me, like when I draw, I gotta draw in layers. Like I gotta draw this. I gotta draw what I need to draw. Then I draw the details, and then I shade it.
There's
I gotta
layers.
do it in that order.
Right.
Yeah, I
the
can't.
same thing.
Right. I see guys that do it as they go along. I seen guys that can shade it, draw, and put the detail in as they going along with each, with each step of the way. I can't do that.
I'm gonna go live.
Like this, I drew it
so I can show people. Like
and then I came in later and colored it.
Yeah,
that'd be dope, man. Yeah.
But when I tried to do that with painting, it's just different, man. It's just different. Like, because all I could figure out was to draw it and then use the paint like another pencil or something. But I never learned how to like blend the colors and put the lights and the darks and the highlights.
It's just
and all
experimenting,
that.
really.
It's just techniques. It's techniques. And I never watched Bob Ross with the intention of learning to paint. I just watched it because it was just amazing to watch. But so you mentioned earlier, Kojo, that you had a paint class. Was that?
Oh yeah. I have an art studio. I have an art studio, and the young people from the YMCA, they come here every Monday. So essentially, they're younger, so they want to paint superheroes. So we all did Spider-Man, and I was showing them techniques on how to do shading and where their light source will come from. So that's what I do for a living.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was able to quit my job just based off of art, my little art ability that was given to me the most high.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
I've been an entrepreneur for 9 months now.
No, that's dope, nice, because man. You know what, man? It's not only that, but you're using a skill that you have in order to do what you want, man. You know what I mean? Like most people, we got to go acquire a skill and then take that skill, and then it's like we renting it out to somebody. And they paying us for our time and our talent. But you actually on the receiving end where you using your skill and your talent, to make a monetary, reward for yourself without no middleman.
Yeah,
that in itself is rewarding. That's rewarding in itself.
That's the word, rewarding, and it's peaceful too. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to beat myself up no more about, oh man, like you ain't used the gift the Most High bless you with. Somebody, when I was at my job, before I quit, I was drawing on an envelope, and one of the coworkers walked up to me. The dude is like, "Oh man, you missed your calling," and he walked off. That broke my heart. Like, damn, I missed my calling. You know what I mean? I'm here getting berated and undervalued and undermined. So one day I just woke up like, you know what? I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? And then I was fortunate enough to find this location like 2 weeks later. They ain't asked for too much money. I gave them what I had, and then I've been here the past 8 months. So I'm just very grateful.
That's how I go, King Kojo. Sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith, man. I tell my boys.
Yeah, and that was terrifying.
I say y'all gotta listen, man. I'm gonna break it down to you like this. When you read the Bible, right? And I know everybody here read the Bible, right? When you look at any one of those individuals in the Bible that had like a story that was just uplifting and overwhelming, They all did one thing, and they all got one thing in common. They all took a leap of faith.
Took a leap
They
of
all
faith.
they all took a leap of faith, and they just did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when Moses freed his people, he just walked into Pharaoh. Pharaoh could have killed him, did anything to him, but he didn't care. He just was
stepped
like, you
out.
know what, God, yeah. And I once listened to an expert by Farrakhan. He said, if God is with you, can nothing be against you. So it don't matter what you think in your head. That's you. You the one got the doubt. If God telling you, like, look, what I say, go up there, get these people this money, and you're gonna be all right after that. In
You
our
know the
minds, we're
killer.
gonna have doubt.
Yep. The killer
And we're
is
gonna have doubt. Yeah.
if you have the doubt and you don't move when he's giving you all the signs that it's okay to move, like he gonna make you suffer until you move. You know what I'm saying? And I was suffering. I'm like, you know what?
Right. Well, see, me and Reno. Remember we was talking about that earlier. I said, Reno, take advantage of all opportunities.
All opportunities.
Because if you don't,
you'll regret it if you don't.
If you don't, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your natural life.
For the rest of your life. Them demons gonna chase you for eternity.
Yeah. Anything that fall in my lap as a blessing, I take advantage. I just run with it. I don't even look back. I don't look back. I don't do nothing. I just like if I found $100 and then next thing you know, somebody walked by me and was like, "Yo, they got this raffle going on, man. Just give me $100." I'll be like, let me give me this $100. And then if I win big, I'll be like, "Dang, yo,
that was a blessing."
Exactly. So you gotta take advantage of all opportunities. You just gotta know when they come. And like I said earlier with the Bible, people say I read the Bible, I'm spiritual, I'm this, but you don't really take your lessons. When I studied the 5%, I learned that. You know what I mean? And you learn that when you look at Moses, when he went to Pharaoh, Pharaoh told him, like, yo, like, who is you? Like, I will kill you. I'm Pharaoh. I'm the most powerful man sitting in here right now. And anybody in here do anything I say. And Moses said, so what? But you're going to let my people go. And we're going to walk out of here. And that's exactly what he did. And nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him. Nothing at all. He went up there, got his people, and left. That's right there is a leap of faith because most people be scared. They'd be too scared to even go. They'd be like,
I'm gonna jump out from here on out because it's nothing, no blessing waits for you in your comfort zone. You know what I mean? There's no blessings.
Nope. Nope. Right. The only thing for everybody out there, you the only thing standing in your own way.
You're the only thing standing in your way from you and happiness.
You ever hear
you?
When I was in, you ever hear the old saying, "Get out your way"? That's true.
Get out your own way. I was a specialist in that. I got a gold medal in standing in my own fucking way. I got 3 gold medals.
3 gold medals.
Straight up. And I got gold, silver, and bronze by myself on the podium for standing in my own way.
Oh yeah. When you a special case. Yeah, you really.
I relinquished all the medals, though. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But we see. You know what? Listen to you now, talking to you now. We see, how far you came, bro. Like just listening to you talk right now, just hearing your knowledge that you manifesting right now. We see how far you came. Yeah. Like without even seeing anything that you ever did, just listening to you talk, you can see how far you came. And we respect that. Not only respect that, man, but we honor that, man.
Honor y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, man, we honor you because you gotta teach. Like I said, when I studied 5%, man, it takes a while. A lot of guys, when they study 5%, I noticed I was taught by older guys. So it's like a lot of people, they take those lessons and they twist them around. They turn it back.
Yeah, they manipulate it to their
right.
Yeah, to their
faith into what they doing, but not to what it really
justify
is,
man.
To justify that.
Right. But I was young, being young, and I saw that, man. That was a blessing for me. That when that opportunity presented itself to me, and I took advantage of it, I literally took off like a rocket when it came to everything else in life, because I applied what I learned to everything I did. And when I did that, I saw how I prospered. I was like, dang, man. I just felt like I couldn't fail in nothing. Like I was like, man, no matter what, I just can't fail. And I always felt like that. But you gotta have that attitude.
Yeah,
that's good, man. Yeah, that's good, man. We can tell. Yes, we can tell, man. We can tell.
Yeah, I'm at peace for the first time in my whole life. You know what I mean? For the first time in my entire life, I can tell you I'm at peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful for every waking moment, man.
That's the most valuable thing. That's the most valuable thing there is. Like when you doing what you love for a living, like you're not working.
Mm-hmm. Yo, it said that shit, and I thought it was just a phrase.
Right.
But that's the realest shit of all time. Like when you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Some days,
Period.
and I'm not being braggadocious. I hope no one is offended in the listening audience. But some days I don't even know what day of the week it is. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm just so at peace, I'm like, damn, I gotta go and get this for the art studio because the art studio got this many parties this week or today, and people are going out of their way to come and be with my black ass. I'm like, wow, so I'm just so humble. And you will never hear me complain. You will never hear me talking down on nobody, none of that shit, because I suffered a lot, and it's like it wasn't for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just all lessons. And then like when the blessing does come back, I will be appreciative, and that's what the space I'm in right now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man, that's
powerful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I don't need to be Pastor Mace, but
Nah,
bro.
Listen, man, ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
Inspirational,
Because
man.
listen, man, it's nothing wrong with manifesting out. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And letting it be born. That's your job. That's my job.
yes,
That's
sir.
Shada's job. That's our job to teach our youth. We got to set the example because you
Set the
don't understand
example.
how many examples that we had that was so bad that that's what we follow. But then
Yeah,
everybody's scared. Everybody's
guilty.
scared to speak the truth. And everybody's
Yeah,
scared to speak up and be the one to say, "Well, I'm gonna go the positive route and teach these brothers positive stuff or talk
yeah.
positive." We don't have to be
They'll
ashamed to
thank
do
us
that.
at the end. They'll
Yeah,
Right,
thank
man.
us
right. Yeah.
when
Kanye
everybody
West said it best
dead and fucked up.
in
They'll
that
thank
interview.
us.
Yeah, in that interview.
Cooks, they
Remember
want
Kanye West
love.
said in
Keep
that
Coach
interview,
Shout
L.
out
he
to
He
was like,
said,
Cooks,
shout
man.
out.
Cooks,
Big money
Cooks
man.
gave me the illest
Stu.
interview of all time, man. Shout out to
that
Cooks.
was the illest. That was the illest
He
interview.
asked me some
And
of the
interview.
realest man questions ever,
Dog,
and anytime he need me, I got him.
Yeah,
dog.
Cooks is the man.
Cooks is the
Cooks is
podcast
the
Cooks
illest.
extraordinaire.
she's so solid, man.
Word up. That's
Shout
mine.
out to Cooks, bro.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
man.
Cooks, you already know you got the link, bro. You can come on in here.
Yeah,
Come
Cooks
on.
is real. Cooks is real, man. Cooks
Yeah, I
is real.
fuck with Cooks.
Yeah,
I fuck with Cooks.
yeah, we mess with Cooks. Yeah,
Come
Cooks
on,
is
chop
real.
it up.
Yeah, Cooks
Come
is
chop it
real,
up with
man.
us,
But
man.
for
Yeah. He's
everybody out there, man,
professional.
you just we gotta turn it around. And we gotta keep it moving forward and positive because you don't know when you think about your
Positivity.
life, you think about all the influences that you had. You know,
Right.
life is what influences. You know, we imitate life, and through a man's mind, all he sees is elevation. That's true. Because if you
Yeah,
can't see yourself doing it in your mind, you can't do it in
yeah,
real
you
life.
lost already. You lost
Yeah,
already,
yeah,
man. Like people got
man.
that negative energy and then wonder why they don't got no money. The negativity repels all the blessings. You know what I mean? So you're gonna always be
Right.
fucked
And
up.
they chasing the wrong thing. Like everybody want to be rich, everybody want to be famous, everybody want to be seen, everybody want to that might not be for you. You might have to be in order for you to get your you might have to be quiet. In order for you to get your blessings, you might have to I don't know, slang garbage off the back of a garbage truck.
Or
But when
just
you
play
watch
the
the movie,
background. You could
they
be the
play the
producer,
background,
and
yeah.
you might not be the
Like
MC. You
when
might be
you
the
watch the
producer.
movie, The Butler, right? And the young boy said to his mom, my dad was effing Butler here up there. And the mom smacked him in the mouth and she
Yeah.
said, she said that Butler is what got you through. He put his kids through college. You know what I mean? That was
Mm-hmm.
almost unheard of back then, bro.
Mhm.
For an African American family to have two cars in the driveway. Oprah was a stay-at-home mom. She
Yeah,
ain't
that
worked a
shit
day
didn't
in her
happen.
life. And this
And
Joker put what, 2, 3 kids through college, the whole 9 yards. They had a nice house, car, he was paying the mortgage. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, he did his
He
thing.
did.
He did his thing.
That was his right. He played his part.
He
That
did
was
what he was
his
supposed to do.
blessings. Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like, but you got to be careful because Denzel said it best. He told Will, when you at your highest point, that's when the devil gonna try to take you down.
It's true.
That's when you got to be careful. When you at the top, man, that's when they come for you. You know what I'm
It's true.
saying?
It's true.
Very true.
Yeah, bro. And Chris Rock. So Slade Wilson, shout out Slade Wilson. He said, "You guys think that if Chris Rock calls the LAPD, then will people call him a bitch, a biatch?"
He already declined.
Yeah. He already said he's not gonna do that.
They gonna take his Oscar anyway, so he won anyway. So they said Will may have to forfeit the Oscar.
Yeah, people.
But like you 50 plus years old, like you're supposed to be able to control yourself a little bit.
Just
53.
Yeah,
53. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't
53.
respect.
See what I'm saying? Like you still smacking shit out of people. Like it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Well, listen, in that last Men in Black movie, he did say he had a problem smacking the shit out of Andy Warhol. He did say it. He said, I ain't got a problem smacking.
Yeah, yeah.
So he probably
And
got a
Chris
problem
Rock is a
smacking
little
shit at Chris
dude
Rock.
though. Like if who was it said? Somebody said he wouldn't have smacked The Rock or Idris Elba.
Yeah, Chris was an
Hell
easy
nah,
target.
he went to
Chris
smack
was
the
a little
rock.
dude. You imagine that? Yeah.
I
You
think he
imagine
would.
The
I think
Rock
he
would
would
have
have went up there and got him. I think he'd have went up there and got the Rock.
First and foremost, any man that's walking to me with that sense of purpose, he's gonna do something to me.
He was
So
coming.
already I'm swinging. As soon as he get close enough, I'm swinging. I'm like nigga, I'm not getting my ass whooped on worldwide television. My friend.
First of all, Chris Rock was supposed to look at Will Smith and point and say, "Security." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He walked up on stage. He's supposed to be like, "Security."
Yeah.
Like, come get this joker, man.
You could have
Who you
backed
think
up
you
on that.
is, man? You ain't gonna smack me on national television.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, that shit was 100% real, man. It was not
that was real.
staged. That was real.
Yeah, that was real. That was real. How do y'all think y'all would have reacted to that? Because Chris held his cool. I gotta give Chris credit. He held his
I
cool.
really
on whose
wish
side?
Cooks,
Like you mean as Chris or Will?
Now you the host. You up there hosting. You telling jokes. You know you do your thing. You bust on Jada, and then Will Smith come up there.
No, I wish Cooks would come on because we was talking about this last night. It's like different situations. If you was just if you was just like in your neighborhood or you know just in any normal situation, like if it was like me and you in the situation, it would have been different. You know what I'm saying? But being on stage at the Oscars on live TV, how would I react? I would react differently
you
than
don't
I would
joke about
react.
people's wives though. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
you don't. No,
Like,
and
if
it had to be it had to be handled, and it had to be. You know what I'm saying? He had to get straightening, but I don't think I would have done it right then.
I mean, if you would have looked at
I would have done something, but I wouldn't have hit
your wife's face, hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would have said something. I would have done something, but yeah, I would have probably, you know, because that I don't think that again, like we said, it wasn't a good look, like you know, and he should have been able to maintain himself at 53 years old, and you know, at such stature.
My friend, and you know, my wife is self-conscious, then I gotta fuck you up.
100%, 100%. He definitely had to handle that.
He had to, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like, bro, like you of all people, you gonna do this to me right here? You should have broke his jaw. You fuck.
But imagine, look at what you're giving up. He like he might have gave up the eye, but if he would have broke his jaw, if he would have really went in, he would have been arrested.
That's why he open palm struck him,
slapped him. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like a biatch, smack the shit out of him.
And that's more humiliated. That's more humiliating.
You're like, yo, you know what? You ain't even worthy of.
Yeah, of a punch. Yeah, you get smacked.
Yeah,
you get dick smacked.
So you don't do this shit ever again.
Yeah, embarrass the fuck out of him.
He gonna chill on the wife jokes. I bet you that.
Right.
Or he might double down. We never know.
He might.
He should.
You think he did? You think he did at Terry Crews? You think if Terry Crews was up there, he did at Terry Crews?
Terry Crews looks unstable.
No.
He went.
No. That's why I think Will was like kind of whack because he knew who to do that to. Like Chris was literally just an easy target, and it was misplaced anger. That's really all
it wouldn't.
And by Chris maintaining his composure, he won, and now he can use that victimhood all the way home, and that's what
a lot of people are. Yeah, a lot of people like he ate that shit.
Like,
you know, he ate that shit. He took it. Yeah,
he did. He did. Like he didn't even stumble or nothing.
Yeah,
like, he took it and laughed. He laughed and shit.
Yeah, but his face looked paralyzed for a little bit.
It did for a second. Yeah. Like right here.
This shit was
right here.
As hell.
Right there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Stop that.
But yeah, man, Lito's Way said, nah, if I'm hosting the show and joking on everybody, that means everybody getting some. Don't just stop laughing because it's your turn.
I kind of agree.
You got a point.
I agree, but if it was a joke about a hairstyle choice, you joking on her problem that she's expressed, it is a problem. So that's where it becomes a little offensive and a little bit more than just a lighthearted joke. Like I think if it would have just been about a hairstyle choice, like you came out here with some goofy ass hairstyle and I bag on it, you wore the hair. It was that was your choice. But in this case, not really her choice. Multi, what's good, brother? Peace, peace.
Peace, 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 peace.
Chris Rock new tour is called Five Finger Slap, coming to your next city to you. No man's gonna let him in. This is wife. Exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's
They put stuff on their own podcast about him being a cuck to a younger dude.
Yeah, I think that he's really like low key mad at Jada. I think like that's where a lot of that anger is kind of.
But he going through a lot with Jada too, because he going through a lot with Jada with the Augustus thing. He going through a lot with that.
Right.
And people won't leave him alone about that. Yeah, people won't leave him alone about that.
Nah, they won't.
They just won't leave him alone. And he, you know, I watched the interview where he told the Joker that's off limits. Like that's the first question they asked him, and he said, "You can ask me anything else, but right now that's off limits."
Will said limits.
Yeah, he said that was off limits. He said that's off limits. I'm not. We're not even going there. And I agree with him, man. I agree with him, man. Because if I come on your show, I'm giving you the time and energy. I mean, come on, man. I'm not on there to talk about that. That's personal. That's my wife. I'm talking about it publicly. You had your chance. It's over with. Time to move on.
I mean, if you tell jokes, you know you're risking, especially if you roasting people who didn't sign up to be roasted. You risking your chin, man. Somebody might check you. And Lito's way. To that, I think Chris Rock. I mean, I could definitely see it. He's got
that'll be part of his
material.
Yeah,
it will be. For sure.
But if you naturally funny, like Robin Williams, like all right, look, take Robin Harris. He roast the crowd for hours, but he was funny, bro. It was funny. You know what I mean? Chris Rock to me ain't all that funny. You know what I mean? Like
he ain't not too funny.
Yeah, he ain't that funny to be. You know what I mean? Roasting the crowd like that. Where you just gotta laugh, where you be like, yo, this joke. Like I seen Robin Harris roast jokers in the crowd and give them work, and it's nothing they be like, all right, they just start laughing and be like, you got that, man, you got that. That's all in good fun. But when you come at somebody once and then you come at them again at the AAs for the same thing that you came from 4 or 5 years ago,
too much.
I take it kind of personal too.
It's too much. Yeah, that's like now it's a personal attack. You know what I'm saying?
Now this is an interesting point that Master Capone Master said. He said, but did she get mad about the hair, or was it the comparison to Demi Moore with the G.I. Jane? Because he said G.I. Jane Part 2. I didn't even think about the fact that Demi Moore and Bruce Willis and Ashton Kutcher had
they had a thing.
Entanglement.
Yeah, they had a thing. They had an entanglement too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Demi Moore had the entanglement with the young bull too. So that's I don't know if she thought that deeply, but yeah, me neither. So
her face was like,
I know it was like,
yeah. So that's probably what pissed him off.
Yeah, because the way, like you just said, her face, the way I saw that too, it was like an eye roll, like here we go again.
Yeah,
like,
it's like, again. Bro, you still on this shit? You know what I mean? It's
like,
almost like we discussed it. You got to chill out, and then he went and just forgot everything he said and went and attacked again.
Mm-hmm. Chris been ragging on Jada for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the straw that broke the camel's back moment for sure.
You probably looked at him like, "Yo, you still gonna let this boy do this shit?"
Right. And that's as we were talking about me and Stu earlier about like your wife. He knew he was gonna have to go home and deal with that. You know what I mean? Like so he, the shooter. Oh, you ain't gonna defend me? That would have been a whole thing.
Yeah. He'd have never heard it.
Yeah.
Nah, black women, they don't let it go. It'd be like, oh no, remember it'd be 20 years from now. You remember that time Chris Rock was roasted? You ain't saying nothing.
Yeah,
damn, baby, that was years ago. Yeah, I bought you a 2-carat diamond to make up for that. Damn, and I'm still getting it.
She still won't be over that shit. You ain't hold it down. He's supposed to.
Yeah, man. That's He had to, man. So. It is what it is, but he wouldn't have done that if it was Chappelle or somebody else. I don't think. But again, apparently, Chris Rock has been doing it, and a lot of people been bothering them about it. A lot of people been giving them shit like ever since that thing. Like, it's been probably relentless over there, man. Because where we hear about it every few random time or whatever, for them it's constant. It's all day, 24/7.
Constant. Yep.
You know, yeah,
it's constant and relentless, coming down all the time.
yeah. So this week, y'all, this is the exciting fucking week, yo, because Wednesday we got Moon Knight and Obi-Wan dropping.
Oh.
This Wednesday?
And Morbius on Thursday.
Yes, and Morbius on Thursday.
Okay.
This is a crazy week. Yeah, bro. I'm super excited about all of them projects, man.
Yeah, I think Morbius is gonna be trash, but I'm still.
I'm not super confident that Morbius is gonna be good.
I'm not confident in that shit.
Nah, but
the false marketing alone, no.
Yeah, like they make it look like it's Avengers are somewhere in the mix of it. They look like Spider-Man is a character in the movie. Like all that makes it like knockoff shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't like
it. Yeah.
And people have bought tickets just based on like they want to see that Spider-Man connection. It's like y'all not about to get it. I'm so sorry.
It's probably no connection at all. You know?
Nah, they ain't getting.
Well, I think the Vulture's in it.
Yeah, but then it's like, is he a part of the MCU? Like, what is the connection? Why is he?
Yeah. No, like, it's not. It's more. I think it's more of in the Venom verse. I think it's more connected to like the Venom, the Sony Venom stuff than anything. Yeah, because they're talking. He even mentions Venom in the thing. He's like, the dude said, he's like, "Who are you?" or something. He's like, "I'm Venom," and he's like, "No, I'm just fucking." But you know, I'm not gonna trash it early. I'm gonna give it a chance. But I have no confidence.
Yeah, me neither. I got absolutely no confidence. And even 2 weeks ago when we saw Batman, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm like, yo, I saw this movie before. I felt like I saw it before.
Mm-hmm. I love that movie.
It felt like Christian Bale shit to me.
Really?
Definitely.
See that? Thank you. Because Reno, I say it all the time.
It ain't feel new.
It feel right because Nolan Ryan came up with that based in reality Batman, which was smooth
it's
for
the
when
same
it came out.
shit.
It was many elements.
Everybody
like,
keep copying the same thing.
Yeah.
Look, take it back to what it is. Give me the gadgets. Give me the batarangs. Give me all the stuff you see in the comics. Even change the suit up. Give me the gray and black suit, or give me the blue and black.
Yeah, the suit.
You know what I mean?
I fucking hate the suit. You know what I mean? The ears are too pointy.
The ears are way far back.
You got high tech boots on. I'm like, yo, this is not superhero boot. Man, this is trash, man.
Yeah, it was
real
definitely reality based Batman.
It was real gothic. Yeah, it was real.
It was
and
very
that's
like dark. He's moody the whole movie. I'm like, damn, bitch, like you're a millionaire, a billionaire. You're not happy a little bit.
Nope.
A lot of billionaires are miserable. Apparently.
My parents died. I can't be happy.
Right. It was crazy, man. So I'm not. I just need Marvel to bring me Fantastic Four. And bring me some X-Men. I'm tired of all this.
We just need the X-Men. We need.
All I want is Fantastic Four. That's all.
Just give me the Fantastic Four.
I need Galactus.
I need another Hulk. I need another Hulk. I need another Hulk movie, man. I'm sorry.
Give me that.
That too.
Yeah, the Hulk.
But I don't know how soon that's gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Because they're owned by what? Universal, right?
Yeah.
The Hulk.
Paramount. The Hulk, I think.
Nah, I looked it up. You know what? I looked it up and I read why it's like that. It's basically literally 100% up to Universal, and even if like Sony's allowed or Marvel's allowed to write a Hulk movie for,
it can't be called.
They can write a whole Hulk movie that solos the Hulk, but Universal has to approve it, and Universal could say no at any time if they feel that they like they were saying how like Universal might feel, well, okay, it's gonna be under the Sony banner, but what do we stand to get from it? We might not. Sony might get paid, but what is Universal getting from it? We own the rights to the Hulk, right? And they don't give it up. So they made a good deal by putting the Hulk in other movies because now that keeps him relevant and that doesn't breach their contract. Mm-hmm. But as long as he's in anything in the MCU, even as David Banner, they get to keep the rights to the Hulk. But then when it comes to making the Hulk movie, they could put the Hulk on the shelf for years. It's totally up to Universal. Whatever they want to do.
That's why it won't be.
We'll never get another one.
We'll be lucky to get one anytime. Sada, so as an African American woman, do you think there'll be a Storm movie, a Storm solo movie?
Probably not. And if they do it, I don't know if they're going to actually have a dark skinned woman play her because they have yet to have that.
Right.
And it's like, that's all we want. So
Right, because
I don't
she is the
know.
original. Yeah, exactly. They've lightened her up. They've lightened her up over the years.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Dramatically.
And then the
yeah,
acting
yeah.
got worse. So it's like, oh yay.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. And so will they ever do DC versus Marvel movie?
ooh,
I
That'd be
mean,
dope.
they've definitely done it
that
in
would
the
be
comics.
amazing.
Yeah, they've done it in the comics. It would be cool if they did it. I mean, for Sony and Marvel to be able to come together, we see that two companies that come together and make a happy movie. So, you know, DC and Marvel doing that,
But
I think it'll be some time before we got anything like
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna be
It might
seeing
have been
citizens. That happens, but
yeah,
it'll
yeah,
happen.
but it'll happen
WB is so
eventually.
damn stubborn. They're probably not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't want to make the people get the people what they want. And that's the whole thing to being an entertainer. You got to give the people what they want, and they're adamant about doing the opposite of what we
They
want.
are.
So
They are.
yeah,
That's
They are.
true.
they're like, you know
That's
what? Oh,
true.
they like this. Let's
Yeah,
give them
take it
this
out.
fucking corny shit
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
Like, they'll get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, this is what
DC.
you
Yeah.
want? Okay, well we can do this instead.
Yeah, let's go and fuck
That's
it
what
up.
happened with
then.
that's what happened with Transformers. They said Michael Bay rejected the idea of the way the Transformers looked in Bumblebee was
Mhm.
originally the way they were supposed to look in all the movies.
Oh,
And they said that when they came with that design, Michael Bay dished it. He was like, no, nobody wants to see that.
Salute.
Salute. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody that's dumb, that's corny, that's weak. And he
So
said he was like, look, they need to look more organic. That's what people want to see. And he
shit, did
said
you
that
ever
they
look
had to
at the
go.
fact I told you about being a top influencer? Yeah, I couldn't find it. If you could find it, Cooks, and send it to me. I never saw it.
What was that?
And I'm
What
down to 1%. Oh, guys, my time is running out. I didn't charge. I had a class and I couldn't charge my phone. Now I'm down to 1%.
plug it in?
So I don't have a charger.
All right, man.
I had to bid my loved ones farewell, but I do appreciate y'all for having me on the platform. I'm very appreciative.
Nah, man. Thank
Man,
you.
always
Thank
welcome,
y'all for
man.
the love.
Always
Stop,
welcome.
man.
Yes,
Always
always
welcome,
welcome.
bro. Always.
yeah. Shout out to
Hey,
everyone.
Cook said he got
Whenever
you.
y'all need me, I'm on deck. Don't hesitate, and I'll join y'all.
Absolutely,
No, we
man.
won't.
Yeah,
No, we
we
won't,
would
bro.
definitely.
Absolutely. Every
Like I
time,
said,
bro.
you're always welcome, man. And thank you
I
for
pray
Yeah,
coming
everybody
in.
man.
has a blessed week, and if you're gonna
Sure.
see Morbius, make sure you're high so you can enjoy it at least.
Yeah, man. Well, we definitely. If you're gonna watch Moon Knight and all of that Wednesday.
I'm definitely gonna watch Moon Knight. I'm looking so
You want to
forward to
come on the
Moon.
show and talk about it afterwards?
Yo, no, I'll be here. For
All
Moon
right.
Knight, guaranteed. I don't
We
got nothing to
talking
do.
about it. It's 6:30 p.m. We're gonna talk about it. So make sure you watch it before
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
That's a bet. All right.
All right,
All
brother.
right.
Have a good
All
night.
right. One.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. Slap. Yeah, man. He painted that shit quick. He painted that shit quick.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Salute. King Peace Drift. Sada, would you want to play Star? Do you do any acting?
So yeah, I'm actually training in that right now. I've been training in
Really?
that since high school. I've been training. So I'm doing that. It's gonna be like my career. So woo. But I would not want to play Storm. I don't. I don't think it will.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Who would you want to play? Who could you see yourself doing a good job?
I've thought about that a lot. I feel like maybe Vixen on another planet universe, maybe.
Vixen, yeah, I can see that.
I feel like maybe Vixen. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know about Storm though. I don't know about her.
I mean,
you
could you could do it. You could pull it off. Moon Girl.
Oh yeah, Moon Girl is so cute. Yes, I would probably do Moon Girl. Yeah.
Riri Williams. You could do Riri. You could do Riri. You can do a Riri. You can do a good
Riri. But I think that one's taken.
Yeah, that one's taken.
Yeah, Riri's taken.
Yeah, she'll be in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie.
Wow.
Yeah, Riri.
There's a lot of other characters out there you could do. You could do Starfire. You can get Starfire.
Yeah, but that one's taken too, and she's doing amazing with what they're giving her.
I was gonna ask you, like,
did you? TV show.
Yeah, the TV show. Did you like the her portrayal?
Yeah, I really do. I think she's one of the saving graces of the show. They just haven't given her a lot to work with as far as like her personal character development. I wish they would give her more. I hope they do. But yeah, I think she's great with what she's given. I think she's great.
Yeah, she's the one that really grabbed me,
Yeah.
like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was the one. Yeah, for sure. Um, so yeah, but I can't wait, man. Moon Knight, Wednesday, Obi-Wan, Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac said joining the MCU was very a difficult decision actually, because remember after the 2 experiences that he already had, the X-Men Apocalypse garbage with Fox,
Yeah.
and Star Wars,
Oof.
Poe Dameron. I mean, he was not. It's not like he did bad in either role. It's that they were bad movies, and he had a bad character with bad writing. You know what I mean? Like like the Apocalypse obviously
Oh
was
God.
horrendous to anybody that's a comic book fan, or a fan of the mutants, or Apocalypse. Like that was just that hurt. That cut us deep. You know, because Apocalypse is huge, man. He's mega, you know. But anyways, yeah, that was bad. And then so basically he was really reluctant about it. And it would have been surprising if he had it would not have been surprising if he had opted to stay away from big franchises like that going forward. But during an interview ahead of the show's debut, Oscar Isaac explained that he was hesitant to join the MCU and take on the role of Moon Knight. However, the creative collaboration he was allowed by Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios proved too exciting for him to pass up. Um, you know, like they gave him. Well, he said I had mostly reservations. It was a very difficult decision. So it was really important that if I was going to do it, it had to feel like there was something really different and special and unique about it. One of the first things that was I started to create this really weird, different character that wasn't necessarily on the page, and in a way was to get me interested, but was also to see if Kevin and everybody at Marvel was interested in a collaboration. I presented the character to them, and Kevin said, "Yeah, go for it." Gave me the green light to go with it. So I felt like there really was an opportunity to make a personal story on the biggest of stages. Um, he plays multiple characters in this one. In his one role as Moon Knight, he plays both Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, 2 wildly different personalities living in the same body. He said, "I've never heard of Moon Knight before, and I collected comics when I was younger. I'd heard of Morbius, but I never heard of Moon Knight," he said.
That's
He told
interesting.
Jared Leto. Yeah, that's interesting. During a recent episode of Variety's Actors on Actors, which is a dope show, by the way. They have great little shows. But he said, "I don't know how the process was for you because it's a feature film. We're a limited series. There was a lot of room to try stuff because there wasn't the pressure that we got to make sure we make however many hundreds of millions of dollars on the opening weekend. We could make it very point of view. We could make it very weird decisions at the moment, at least. And I don't imagine it going to go backwards. It feels like that's where more of the risk is being taken because it can financially. So like because it's a mini series versus a big film that has to meet box office money and all of that, he feels like it gave him a lot of freedom creatively. And I think that is why he went ahead and accepted it and took on another role of another big franchise. If it goes bad, like he's gonna really be he's gonna
Done.
done.
Indie films forever. I'm
Right,
done.
right. Just art films and that's it. But I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
he's
with he did, he just don't make the mistake that Eric Banner made, and he said he made a mistake. He actually was still been playing David Banner and the Hawk,
yeah.
but he said he stopped. He didn't take the role because his manager at the time talked him out of it. He said
Right.
that was the only mistake and the biggest mistake he ever made in his whole acting career was just
Yep.
not reprising his role. He said he could have did it. Marvel asked him. They reached out to him first.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I mean,
yeah,
but
he said
honestly, considering like where Hulk is right now as a character, he kind of dodged a bullet. So
Yeah.
I feel like he dodged a bullet.
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest franchise. I mean, he didn't. Yeah, it wasn't like he missed a big deal. But
but that second Hulk movie was way better than the first.
It was way
And I
better.
think that would have been it. Because then think about it. Let's say he does that movie. It's a hit like it was. He goes to the Marvel Universe. So it's a win-win for him as an actor because he came off like he should have the first time.
Right. Well, it's been announced that Marvel Studios is developing a Nova project for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But details on the format of the project were vague, other than Moon Knight writer Sabir Perzada being attached. And now comes a follow-up rumor stating that Marvel's Nova will be a limited TV series for Disney Plus. While sources close to the project are claiming that it is noted by reporters that the final format of Nova has not officially been confirmed. But that said, there is other evidence that could help back up the rumors. It was recently reported Disney and Marvel were spotted quietly setting up a production on a untitled space series that was meant for Disney Plus. At the time, they speculated that not only two possibilities made sense for a show with such parameters: a Nova series or some kind of spinoff from the Secret Invasion Disney Plus series, namely Emily Clark's mystery character. Because Emily Clark, who played Khaleesi, Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, is going to be in the Secret Wars or as a Skrull or something like that. But now with the reports that Nova is in development over at Marvel and rumors is headed to Disney Plus, it seems more likely that the untitled space series was the Nova show that was all along. And thanks to James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy movies, the Nova Corps policing force has already grounded, established presence in the MCU franchise. And I was really surprised that they didn't have Nova like in the movie. Like I really was expecting to see Nova, like when they had Nova Corps and all of that coming out. Yeah, that would have been dope. But Nova is a cool character, man. I like Nova.
A lot of people do. Yeah, a lot of people
Yeah.
Right. Nova's dope.
You said Richard and Sam. That's a good question.
Yeah. I assume it'll be Richard.
Question. We don't know. Yeah, we
I
don't
assume
know.
it's Richard Rider, but could be Sam Alexander. But they're the most famous of the Nova Corps that and Rider is the older version of the character created by John Romita Sr. and Marv Wolfman in the 70s.
Whoever's the newer version, that's what they'll probably do with.
Right, the newer version is Sam, but now I don't know because the MCU traditionally has been going with the oldest original stories. Like a lot of their stuff, like their Avengers and all of that, it's the original team, and they're talking about some of the original stories. Like I was surprised that they really pulled from much older stuff. But I guess they, doing origin stories and stuff like that, they, pulled from the older stuff. But they did pull some from like the Ultimate Universe and stuff like that. So it is possible that they'll go with the new one.
You got a point, man.
Yeah, but he's Richard Rider is a high school kid who's given the uniform and powers of Nova Centurion by the Corps' last surviving member, Roman Day. Day is already played by actor John C. Reilly in the MCU. So if you guys saw Step Brothers or the currently the Magic Johnson TV show, which is dope, by the way. It's dope on HBO Max. The Magic Johnson show. Yeah, it's dope. And the guy that plays the coach, or the owner, that's John C. Reilly. He was one of the Nova Corps. He played Roman Day. So that baton could easily be passed according to traditional comics canon. But given Riley's backstory in the first Guardians movie, it would be a heartbreaking way to kick off Richard Rider's story. But Sam Alexander is the more modern version of Nova, introduced in the 2010s, and he's a Latino character, the son of retired Nova Corps member, who takes up his disgraced and drunken father's mantle and armor and becomes a hero. Marvel fan theory has long speculated that Richard Rider and Sam Alexander's stories could also be lumped together in the MCU, creating a situation where Richard Rider mentors Sam Alexander or one character, or they do where they'll mix parts from this character, parts from that character, and make it one. Like they might name him Sam, but he'll still do stuff Richard did, or have a similar origin or whatever. But I think it's likely that it will be Sam because he is Latino, and with the heavy diversity push that the comics are doing, and especially MCU, I think it's more likely that it would be Sam.
Yeah, I can see the mentor aspect too. They did that with Ant-Man, so I could see that as well.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They went with Scott.
Yeah,
right.
Ant-Man rather than what's his name?
I kind of wish
Hank.
they went with Hank a little bit, but
yeah, me too.
I didn't understand why they. I guess I can. Why I don't really understand, but
I don't either. I was hoping you were gonna say, and then
I was trying, but I couldn't think of it. I don't know why they didn't just do Hank for a little
because
bit.
when they did Sam, the writers for the new Ant-Man comic, they kind of had a lot to do with the movie and the story and everything. So when they wrote Sam, he was specifically written in the comics to be transversed to the Marvel universe, the Marvel MCU. But in a way that we didn't recognize. So he felt familiar as a comic book character. But then again, when we put him on screen, it was a fresh new look at Ant-Man. Because Hank Pym is just, from what I read, it was just too old fashioned. Like his
he was
morals,
not a
his
good
vows.
person.
Right.
Yeah, he
no.
did some real questionable things, and they wanted to take Ant-Man in a new direction so they could actually use him, as part of the team or a neutral entity if they wanted to. But either way, they had a product that they could work with for the foreseeable future, and that's why they went with Sam. The first Ant-Man movie, the Marvel writers actually had a hand in writing that movie, from what I hear. So it was a good movie. And it was actually like a surprise for me because it was better than I thought. Like I literally was.
Yeah, it was
blown away.
Yeah, I like the first one better than the second.
First one was the first one was 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, Kraven the Hunter. There's a project for Kraven coming out, which I've been excited about. Like, a lot of people are like, Kraven, he's boring. Like, dude, Kraven is dope, bro.
He's very dope.
Kraven is dope, bro. He's
just off of Spider-Man, the new animated series, because that's when I was first like introduced to Kraven, like heavy. He's dope to me. Yeah, he's very dope.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he might not be a magic, space alien or whatever, or have super beams that he shoots out, like, but he's dope. Like he's like, Wolverine in a way. Like he's just, man,
I think he's one of those few like villains or anti-heroes that can be developed outside of Spider-Man. So I feel like his spin-off for me would work the best because I feel like I can get into him without needing that Spider-Man connection just yet.
Right. Yeah. And because you can tell his story or a story with him without Spider-Man because he's not just fixed on Spider-Man. He was doing stuff before he found out about Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It was when he found out about Spider-Man, that's when he wanted to hunt him and all of that. But he was already doing this thing. Finally, the cast of Moon Knight. Yeah. Series. There's a featurette. A Moon Knight featurette I was gonna show, but I can't because it's not gonna let me.
Get flagged.
Boob tube.
Flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get the flag.
Well, I wonder.
Complicated man.
Yeah, I can show it. I can show it this way.
Oh, a loophole.
Yeah, check it out. I gotta share. Yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta share the screen. Stop it. Keep clicking the wrong thing. There we go. Share that screen. Share that screen. Click that. Click that. All right, hide that. Bring that over here. It's a process. All right, here we go.
As long as it works, that's all that matters.
When you look past the surface, what do you see? Complicated man, battling an inner conflict, struggling for balance. More like some sort of secret agent.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wondering what the hell is happening around her.
A mysterious figure worshipped worshipped, exalted, and you don't want to come face to face with his unworldly power.
Music is crazy.
I love that cape.
Marvel's Moon Knight is coming to Disney Plus. Trust me, he's the one you'll see coming.
Oh, looks so good.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I can't wait.
I know you're scared a bit, yeah. I know you're confused. You weren't supposed to see any of this. What are you? Sure you want to know?
So yeah, so that's dope, man. That's showing like him in the mirror with his other personality, coming through. So yeah, man, I can't wait to see how they do this, man. It's very exciting. What's today? Yeah, we got 2 days to go, and we'll definitely be talking about it Wednesdays. Big spoilers, y'all. We're gonna talk about it, the whole thing. That's how we do. I was kind of waiting for Cooks to come on through, but I guess he couldn't make it. Time is it? 9:15.
9:18.
9:18. It ain't too late. What trailer do you guys think? What do you guys think of this Marvel trailer?
I'm not too excited for the show.
Nobody is. Yeah, nobody is right now.
I can't get over the power change. I'm so sorry.
That's what everybody keeps talking about.
I can't. Like,
I wasn't. It's not like I was a big fan of her powers anyway, though. And Biggin, like big dumpy
but it just
rubber
would be
hands.
so cool to see and like just make her inhuman.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Yeah, it's like, is it human? No, you good, brother? Yeah, man, you good, bro. I know you out. You doing your thing, man. You working and doing your thing, bro. That's you cool, bro. We appreciate you tuning in and chiming in the chat. Absolutely. But I think that they changed it because, and this is maybe a good thing, Fantastic. They didn't want it to be too, close to him because they're making the Fantastic Four movie. So if that's the reason, then I guess it's a silver lining, right? A little blessing. But I don't know, man. I think Marvel, they keep putting out these projects that people just don't want.
Yeah.
Like nobody wanted the Eternals. You know what I mean? Like
it was just too much. Just too much. I feel bad for the director. She has so much to do with that movie. You had to introduce like 10 characters, make sure they make sense within the MCU and make sure they make sense within the future of the MCU. I guess if they come up again, it's just incredibly boring for me.
Yeah.
I told y'all why. Listen, every time Marvel starts getting big, things start going smooth, people start liking it. It's the norm. They throw the Eternals at you, any humans. Boom. They just throw it in your face. Like we're gonna be so amazed by it. People they don't like those franchises. No. They don't buy the comics, none of that. It's just let it go.
They really tried with that star-studded cast. I said, no, that's not gonna save this movie. I'm sorry.
No. It's garbage. It was a garbage project, garbage storyline, bad writing, and just characters nobody knew or cared about. It was just they were trying to recapture that Guardians of the Galaxy magic. Let's bring an unknown team and make. Come on, man! Lightning in a bottle is lightning in a bottle. That's the whole reason it's lightning in a bottle because you can't catch it again.
Guardians work because everybody lets James Gunn do his thing loosely. And it always turns out. But he's a fan. That's what people don't. He's like Bruce Timm. He's a fan. He's a fan as well. A big fan. Mm-hmm. Like when Bruce Timm does those animated movies, they're great. Bro, they're the greatest things ever.
Yeah,
nobody's ever done better superhero animes than Bruce Timm and his crew.
No, that's true. That's true. But yeah, you got to be a fan to have the passion to make the project right. But we've talked about this too a couple times. So, and I know me and Cooks have talked about it. Cooks wants Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine, but they just not gonna keep Hugh Jackman on. I mean, he's getting older. Like, he might show up in the Multiverse of Madness though as Wolverine.
That'll be cool.
But like Tom Cruise and John Krasinski, Jackman's name keeps coming up in connection to the Doctor Strange sequel. So, but it's gonna be one of them playing that Wolverine, but it's definitely gonna have Professor X. We know, but so it's a great place to see Wolverine pop up. But even if it's not gonna be the Wolverine from the main MCU timeline that they're gonna that do the mutants and we get the Wolverine that is gonna be the Wolverine, it's not gonna be who's in Multiverse of Madness. But Jackman gave up his role years ago. The Disney Fox deal happened years before the Disney Fox deal happened, and that deal gives Marvel the opportunity to create its own X-Men movies and TV shows. The X-Men can finally interact with the Avengers and whatnot, but therefore Jackman's Wolverine would be an amazing Doctor Strange 2 cameo, but he isn't likely to play the MCU's main Wolverine, even if he does appear in Doctor Strange. But Marvel will surely cast a new actor for the role, and it looks like they might have already discussed the part with someone that I'm not excited about at all. I really don't know, but I really don't understand how the people at Marvel don't know that Wolverine is not 6'5". So this new the actor they've been talking to is what's his name? Pablo Schreiber.
You
know him?
I remember him from Law and Order. He was like one of the bad guys. That's all I know of him.
He was in The Wire. He was in The Wire. He was one of the Polish dudes on the docks that worked on the docks. He was in what's that movie he was just in with 50 Cent?
50 had a new movie out?
Well, it's not. No,
Is it Den of Thieves? Was that
yes?
Okay, that's what
he was in Den of Thieves. Yeah, he was the main dude in Den of Thieves. But yeah, he's 6'5". He's literally
we're never getting that comic accurate.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's just it's terrible, man.
Just go to Canada, get a Canadian actor. Let them play.
Whack them out and let's do it.
Yeah, and they're like,
you know what? I wish Paul Hogan was younger. He could play Wolverine. He'd be
who?
Paul Hogan.
Paul
Crocodile
Hogan?
Dundee. Yeah, Crocodile Dundee.
Really? Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. I'm Wolverine. Yeah.
That's not nice. These are nice.
This is nice. Yeah, remember in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, he had that accent like that.
That'd be a great
Australian accent.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But yeah, Marvel doesn't have an answer to the who's Wolverine yet. And it's not yet been announced. Any new live X-Men projects or Wolverine. The only MCU show featuring mutants will be the reboot of the iconic X-Men cartoon, which is gonna be super dope. Whoever voices Wolverine in that show, hopefully it's the same guy that voiced him in the original show. Which that dude's a super prolific voice actor. The guy that did Wolverine's voice, he's done so many animated movies that we know. But before we get to that, we'll see Patrick Stewart as Professor X in the Illuminati in the multiverse. The cameo is official. It implies that there will be other mutants by his side, and that's why the Jackman cameo leaks make sense, even though there is no confirmation, to be clear. But the closest thing we have to an alternative to Jackman right now is Daniel Radcliffe, which I can't see Harry Potter, man. I can't. He's been rumored
saying that too, yeah,
to appear as the X-Force Wolverine variant in Doctor Strange 2, like wearing the black suit and all that. But I don't know, man. It just. But he's denied the rumors, which he would have to do anyway. But plenty of MCU actors, they deny their involvement, before the thing. But Pablo Schreiber on joining the MCU brings us to the new Marvel MCU Wolverine development that concerns Pablo Schreiber. You'll see the actor as Microsoft's master chef in the upcoming Halo series as well. I said Master Chief. In Halo, yeah. Next, but Schreiber, which that's dope. Like, and he's a good actor. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like pretty much everything he's done. Like, I've never disliked any role he's done. He's a great actor, but he's not Wolverine. He's 6'5". He has a sort of like a skinny face. I don't know. He just doesn't have the face even that could, like, because they can alter heights in movies easily. They do it all the time. But he doesn't look like Wolverine. Like, he doesn't even look like he could be Wolverine in any way. He's not. I don't know, man. Just don't work. But I've seen things pop up.
We'll see what they. Yeah, we'll see what they give us, man.
In this context,
we're gonna have to suffer through it.
No, yeah, we might have to. We might have to. But
I mean, listen, they already gave us like the Deadpool they gave us, even though we still got Ryan Reynolds. But the version of Deadpool they gave us in that last X-Men Origins movie, everybody was like, "Well, damn, is that Deadpool? Or is it not?" Like,
yeah.
Like, come on, like.
He called him Deadpool in the movie.
Yeah,
he said this is Deadpool. But Schreiber did confirm the talks with Marvel during an episode of the Binge-Worthy podcast. He said, "Yeah, I've seen things pop up a lot. I've had a bunch of discussions with Marvel at different points in my career. We've never been able to find the right thing at the right time, but I'd certainly be open to that." Talking about Wolverine. But yeah, is just saying open to the right path, and I don't know exactly what that is, but I'll know it when I see it. And in this context, Schreiber mentioned his interest playing the MCU's Wolverine. Not only that, but Marvel even flirted with the idea. He said, "Oh goodness, yeah. Well, we flirted with that one for a while. That'd be fantastic. That would certainly be a dream casting. He's actually my favorite hero from a child. He was always my favorite comic book. So I've had a long flirtation with that guy. So obviously that'd be a dream." Having an actor confirm any sort of discussions with Marvel isn't enough, though. And it's unlikely that Schreiber would conclusively confirm he's the MCU's new Wolverine, even if that were the case. But still, it is an exciting prospect for fans and just to have a name, to talk about. But I don't know why they keep picking these tall dudes, man. It's just
maybe they can't find any short ones. Like, we got Danny DeVito as Penguin. That kind of was a blessing. He was the right height. They put the makeup on him. I mean, bro, it was picture perfect. But for us to get a short, stocky Canadian Wolverine, it's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah, man. I mean, but I'm sure there's tons of stocky, short, stocky actors that could play the role right. And Cooks, I gotta say it right. He likes Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but if someone different, he just wants to make sure it's worth it. If they're gonna pick someone different, make sure that they do it right and do it well, and can hold that. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think if they try to pick another guy that's the tall Hollywood star kind of guy, it's gonna be compared to Hugh Jackman, and he's not gonna live up. Like, don't try to compare to Hugh Jackman. He did it too good. He's too iconic as Wolverine. If you just try to make another guy like him, then it's just going to be like, oh, that's the bootleg Wolverine. That's not really Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. That's what you're going to get. But if you do a completely opposite, not a leading man type, not a well-known actor, someone that's short, stocky, looks like Wolverine, acts like Wolverine, and then you can be like, okay, that's Wolverine. And then you can have someone really appreciate it for being something, for being what it is. But I think if you try to pick a guy like Jackman, then it's going to fail because you can't do what he did. Shout out to Norrin Rad. Stu, this might be your boy, Norrin Rad.
Yeah, perfect Wolverine. Look up this pick wrestler. Me all. Wrestler. Me all. A wrestler?
Josh Hutcherson, 5'5" would be good. He said Neville. Oh, Neville.
Oh, Neville. Yeah. Neville would be, I could see that.
Who's Neville?
I could see that. I can see that.
Who
I
is
don't know
that?
if he's perfect. I don't know if he's perfect, but I could kind of see it.
Who is it?
Like, cause it Neville the wrestler.
What is he? What's his gig? What's his shtick?
He's the I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. He's
Look it up.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
I
know.
see what they're
He
saying.
has the look. Like he has the look, but he just
Yeah, I'm looking at it
Neville has the
now.
look. Yeah, Neville has the
Okay.
look, but he has like I don't know, man. I can't. I get what he's
Oh,
saying.
Sabretooth.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you know, it would be good to
Yeah,
let.
nah, I think he'd be a better Sabretooth. Yeah, he'd
Yeah.
probably be a better Sabretooth. Just
Yeah.
because of the way he's shaped. Like,
No,
you know
they're
what I
talking
mean?
about.
He's
I think they're talking about Schreiber because Neve Schreiber, Leave Schreiber, Leave Schreiber. Yeah,
Schreiber.
the guy that played Sabretooth, was a Schreiber.
just
Yeah.
because somebody said just because he's Canadian, he's a flat. That is true. We need a
Yeah.
Do it.
Canadian to play. We need a Canadian to play Wolverine. We do.
I mean,
And they won't give it to us. They won't
I
give us a
don't
Canadian
care.
Wolverine.
I don't care what nationality they are, as long as they look like Wolverine. That's it. When you have a 6'5" actor, you can't make him look like Wolverine. You can't. You can make him try to look like Hugh Jackman, but we've had Hugh Jackman, and Hugh Jackman did his thing. Like, and we want to see Wolverine with his mask on.
That's the biggest thing. No,
That's
Yeah.
the
that's the
biggest
biggest
thing.
complaint everybody has is we didn't get the costume.
We need the
Everybody was.
costume.
And
You know
some
what? A
big.
lot of listen. I wish I had it. I wish I had it. I wish I had the money. I would be like a Halloween store. I would sell nothing but already made cosplay, good stuff, and I would give the people the costumes they want. Look, you want to be Wolverine? We got you. Hook you
Yeah.
up. Because
Mask.
unless it comes out in a movie or something like that, they don't do it.
Yeah.
Nah. And you get one of these leading man actor types, they're gonna want to show their face. They're gonna want to, like, I want to be known to be Wolverine. Like, you know, if you wear the mask, bro, people are gonna know it's you. They know what the fuck your face is. They see you got your 8x10. You got your image out there. This is the internet age. We can know who you are, bro. If you just wear the mask, this is my message to anyone that gets the role. Keep the mask on most of the time, and you will get all the love that you want and all the recognition. And Swolverine, yeah, I always thought Swolverine would have been funny too. Would have been a cool Wolverine. Swolverine, he's a super fan. He's a super fan. And yeah, he is halfway there. He already looking like Wolverine. But there was something about it that I don't know. I
Somebody,
think
he said he halfway there. He said
yeah.
he halfway there.
Mhm.
Yo,
Oh
that's wrong,
no.
man. That's wrong. Y'all wrong for that. I mean, listen, we're gonna have listen. It's gonna be a hard battle to get a new Wolverine. I mean, Hugh Jackman gave us many good years of Wolverine, despite the mixed reviews from the movies and all that. They were still good. They were watchable.
Yeah, the movies
And he
weren't
played him.
great, but Hugh Jackman was. And like Logan was great. You know, there's many examples of Hugh Jackman doing his thing properly as Wolverine. Like, that's no question.
Yeah,
But I just don't want to see nobody try to do what he did already, because you can't do what he did already. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it how he did it. He was too good.
yeah, he was too good. He was. That's like, well, now because we found a replacement for Christopher Reeve as Superman. And
Where's this
he
guy?
was
Where's this
Superman.
guy?
Yeah, that's what
We
we
want to
need,
see
man.
Wolverine. You know what I mean? That's Wolverine.
Yeah, and Christopher Reeve was
Mac.
Superman.
Christopher Reeve was Superman. Yeah, he
He
really
was
was.
Superman. And it was hard to find a replacement, but we finally found one. It's just a
Yeah,
matter of time before we find somebody, man, that fits the role.
yeah, I think so. I think Magic Mike as Gambit would have been whack. Who
Oh
Magic? Oh,
yeah. Channing
Channing
Tatum. He
Tatum.
kind
Yeah, I
of
heard they canceled.
was.
I heard they canceled it. They canceled
Yeah.
the Gambit film.
That was another one in
Yeah.
development hell.
Mm-hmm.
And they said nope.
Yeah,
I
they're
agree. That
like,
probably
nah,
would
let
have
it
been
go.
really, really whack. I don't think he could have pulled off that suave that Gambit has.
No.
I mean, maybe, but
I know what you mean.
But
though.
also, Gambit has like, doesn't he have an accent?
Yeah,
yes.
New Orleans.
Yeah,
Deep.
I would want that. So
yeah, you gotta have the deep New Orleans accent.
He has that. He gotta have that New Orleans accent.
Yeah.
So
For sure. Yeah, but Wolverine, he kind of looks like that Wolverine.
They say he's halfway there. Yo, I'm wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong for that one, bro. I gotta say it. Y'all wrong for that one.
They found this fish. That is a new Brazilian new discovered fish or catfish, has 3 retractable spikes hidden underneath its gills, and they named it the Wolverine fish. Something like that. The Shoal Conservation recently released a scientific paper confirming the fish shares the name with the popular Marvel superhero. The name Wolverine, conjures up images of aggression, powerful physicality, and claws that are likely to damage unlucky attackers. And this plico owes its characteristic name to 3 stout curved spikes or odontodes, they call them, concealed beneath the gill covers, which act as a defense mechanism, when he gets messed with. But the research institute said in a section on they call it the Wolverine Placo is found in Brazil in Rio Xingu Basin. It was originally given the name Hopalocalasterostascaris trinoscaris, something like that, in 1989.
Say that fast 3 times.
Yeah. But researchers have since analyzed its anatomy and split Trichorinus up into 5 separate species. Of these species, the Wolverine plico might have the most ferocious name, but the fish is herbivorous and feeds on algae and detritus. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. The Wolverine plico.
The Wolverine plico.
Yeah. But Multiverse's most powerful Wolverine fuels a new Avengers mystery in Avengers number 4. You guys got to check out. The multiverse is full of powerhouse variants of classic Marvel heroes, freed from the constraints that the mainstream Marvel universe usually places on them. And one such hero has seemingly fallen in battle, setting up a potentially vital mystery for the future of the multiverse. Avengers number 4 reveals that Phoenix Wolverine from King Thor's timeline was targeted by a multiversal level threat, ripping apart the hero and scattering his body across the multiverse. But in the world of King Thor, which is Earth 14,412, the Marvel Universe has changed drastically in the 1,000 years that have passed since the present day. Thor was king of Asgard, protecting the universe alongside his 3 granddaughters. However, the war between Thor and Loki eventually resulted in the near eradication of humanity, with only a handful of survivors escaping. Among them were Wolverine of this reality, who was reborn following his death to become the new avatar of the Phoenix Force, becoming something of an ally to Thor. In this version, Wolverine would help him fight against their world's Doctor Doom. Despite his multiple deaths, the Wolverine Force repeatedly revived Logan again and again to help fight alongside Thor's granddaughters. And the sheer power and durability of this Wolverine is what makes the revelation about him in Avengers number 4 all the more surprising. On Earth 14,412, a meteor storm of cosmic flames crashed into the planet, nearly killing Thor's granddaughters, the goddesses of thunder. After surviving the onslaught, they recognized the flames as Phoenix fire, and among the debris of the storm, they discover a severed arm that clearly belonged to Wolverine, and this prompts them to journey across the multiverse to search for answers. Another piece of the Phoenix Wolverine is revealed to have landed on Earth 818 in a reality controlled by the Black Skull. Ant-Man and Tony Stark of this reality reveals that a few weeks prior, a cosmic firestorm had flung the other arm of the Phoenix Wolverine to his Earth. Notably, both the Goddess of Thunder and Earth's 818's Ant-Man note that the hand appears to be moving, suggesting the Phoenix-empowered Wolverine is still alive in some capacity. This suggests that whatever fate befell him was multiversal in nature, and it would have to be something powerful enough to confront a mastered variant of the Phoenix Force and deadly enough to contend with a seasoned Wolverine. Even being ripped to pieces doesn't seem to put a permanent stop to this version of the hero, although it does seem to have, at very least, incapacitated him. But that doesn't answer who attacked and dismembered the old man Phoenix. It is possible that he was targeted by multiversal masters of evil, who so far proven dangerous enough to wipe out entire realities with relative ease. And it's also plausible that the Phoenix Wolverine fell afoul of the Council of Red, the multiversal Mephisto alliance that seeks to break reality in favor of the demonic villain. This could also be the work of the vicious future Thanos glimpsed by Thor, or could somehow be tied to the dark futures awaiting the X-Men that were recently glimpsed in Inferno, which was another dope storyline. And the fate of the Phoenix Force is now one of the most pressing questions awaiting an answer, and the revelations about what it will almost certainly play out in the multiversal scale conflict that's been brewing. And you guys can definitely get Avengers Forever #4, I believe, right now in stores. I'll show y'all a picture. But yeah, man, that it was dope. It was dope. It was super duper dope. And I think I have some other Phoenix Wolverine stuff too. Yep, there it is.
Ooh.
That's one. No. Oh, okay. It's not gonna let me show it because it's a. I don't think it's gonna let me put it up here because it's a damn. Yeah, it ain't gonna. It's a web image. I have to do a screenshot and the whole thing, but I'm being dead ass. What about Kevin Hart for Wolverine?
Don't do that.
Don't do it, man.
Don't torture us like that, please.
I hope Wolverine in new movies will be like he was in the Wolverine video game, I think on Xbox 360. That intro was sick. That was dope. Wolverine also from the Deadpool video game was great. And of course Wolverine, from the animated series. Any number of comic accurate Wolverines would suffice. But yeah, man, we'll definitely catch you guys back here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday to talk about Moon Knight and Obi-Wan, the series. I think they both drop on Wednesday. Am I right? I know Moon Knight does. Obi-Wan does too, right?
I thought Obi-Wan came next month, bro.
Wasn't it like a month after?
Obi-Wan was next, like this time next month.
Okay, it would make sense. I would be surprised. That's why I was like, really, they're gonna drop them both on the same day?
Well, but, everybody can check out.
Yeah, it says the first episode date is gonna be May 25th.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And everybody, don't forget to check out Moon Knight #8 for all your Moon Knight needs, and that is also the Cook's pick of the week.
I do have Moon Knight #9 too. Yeah, Moon Knight #9.
#8 he fights and #8 he fights Deadpool. And #8 Moon Knight #8. So it might kind of spill over into #9 if you got #9.
Yeah.
But #8 is
okay. Yeah. So Obi-Wan is next month. But okay, so Moon Knight Wednesday, we'll be back talking about that. And then Saturday 6:30. So y'all know we here Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We thank you guys very much for coming and chilling with us today, this evening, this afternoon. It was a late show, so we appreciate you hanging out. Shout out to the homie King Kojo for coming on and chopping it up with us today. Anybody that missed his dope painting. My man painted this immediately last night, right after the Oscars, man. I was just blown away how fast he produced this piece of work. So I immediately hit him up last night and I was like, you got to come on the show, man, and chop it up with us. And so he blessed us with his presence today, and that was cool, man. Peace Norrin Rad, peace to Master Cap 1 Master, peace to Cooks 24, peace to Jim McQuillan. I always get his name wrong. Jim McQuillan
Jamala.
Edwards.
Hey, whoa,
Jamala.
wait. Why is he still on here? Why we got him on here?
Shout out
Ask
to
him the question about the GI Joe. Jamala Quinn, if you on here. Sergeant Slaughter's Marauders. Can you name them?
Oh,
yeah, what were their names? That's right.
Put on the spot.
Yeah, it was those three dudes. The one with the red
three
beard.
dudes. Yeah.
The Latino or black guy that had the jersey.
The jersey.
And then there was
chain. One of them had a Mr. T starter kit.
Necklace. Yeah, well, no, it had like a tooth on it or something, like a claw or something, and then the white dude, other white dude, but I can't remember their names. But yeah, man, appreciate that. Yeah, man, shout out Lito's Way, Multiverse Comics Parade, everybody that came, man. Slade Wilson. If I'm forgetting anybody, if I'm missing anybody, I do not.
Herb Carpenter was in here.
Yeah,
earlier.
Herb Carpenter. Yeah, we don't mean to. I don't mean to miss you, and we really appreciate Polar Nights. Shout out to Polar Nights, Sleepy Floyd 357. Man, we had a lot of folks up in here today. Cold ASF.
Well, they reaching for the names, aren't they?
Man.
Well, they reaching for this. That's real original. I have to take my hat off to you on that one, Cold ASF, man. Take my hat off to you, man. Take my hat off to you on that one, bro, all the way. You know.
Yeah, man. Angelo Bolanos. Slick Nick was in here. I didn't. Oh, that was Slick. Yeah, that was Slick Nick. Yeah, man. Everybody, man. Peace to everybody, man. We appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.